Hi everyone, I'm Nathan Khan with UW Medicine here at Ballard High School at the Nick of Time event. Right now I'm joined with
Darla Varenti. I'm the Executive Director for the Foundation.
John Drezner, I'm the Medical Director for the Nick of Time Foundation.
Darla, I'm going to start with you. Just tell us a little bit about why we're here today.
Well, Nick of Time Foundation was started in 2006, in memory of my 16-year-old son Nick, who died from a sudden cardiac arrest. Our family thought it was important for other families and communities to realize this happens to kids all the time. And in 2010, we started the screening program with Dr. Drezner and a bunch of other medical advisory board. So we've been doing it. This is our 100th screening. It's pretty amazing.
100th screening, that's quite an accomplishment. Did you ever think we would get to this point?
No, not at the time, because we didn't really know. Our very first screening was here also, so we didn't really know what we were doing. And since then, in the 15 years, the program's really evolved, and it's now probably the gold standard for screening programs across the United States.
I'm going to jump over to Dr. Drezner real quick. Dr. Drezner, how did you get involved with this, and why are you here?
Yeah, so I'm a sports medicine physician, and I direct our Center for Sports Cardiology at UW Medicine. We do sports physicals all the time for kids, and the bottom line is that the traditional sports physical, just a history and examination, just doesn't identify the conditions at risk for sudden cardiac arrest. So we want to do something more, and we want to use an EKG or an electrocardiogram, and that's what we do here at the Nick of Time Foundation. We do more of an advanced heart screen where we can look underneath the hood, so to speak, and understand if there's electrical or structural problems that are suggested by the EKG. And so I got involved with Darla and her family. We met actually because we were together lobbying for defibrillators or AEDs in schools, and we met and we talked stories and shared interests, and were able to begin a screening program. We are 14 years into that screening program now. We were actually at Ballard High School in 2010 where we did our very first screen and literally just had 2 doctors working at the time, and now look at us today.
We have 23 doctors today.
Yeah, we have 23 doctors today, 700 students coming today for this screen. And what we have accomplished is really an event that connects the community around sudden cardiac arrest awareness, around doing advanced heart screens, around CPR and AED training. And it also creates a training ground. So we're able to train physicians on how to look at an EKG, how to do an advanced heart screen. And the data we have here really has changed, I think, the national perspective on looking at EKGs and helped us understand how to better interpret it. So all in all, working with the Nick of Time Foundation has been really instrumental in us understanding how to do cardiac screening better in adolescents.
Darla, I'm going to come back to you. How have you seen this event really change people's lives? Do you have some numbers for us on every year?
We've screened over 30,000 young hearts, and we found over 600 that have needed follow-up or some procedures done. So we know that every time we do a screening, we find a child that needs some has abnormal results and needs some follow-up. So we know we're changing the life of that student. We're catching things. We're being proactive instead of reactive, and that's what we want to do. We want to save other families from going through what we went through by just being able to identify it ahead of time.
And Dr. Drezner, as Darla talked about, just seeing this impact on people, as you come every year, what is it for you to interact with these students and for you to also see that you're making a difference?
Well, it's wonderful, and it's not just every year. We do this every month. And so the Nick of Time Foundation does a screen every month at an area high school. We target schools in lower resource areas as well, really bringing advanced heart screens to those with less resources as well. This is my favorite day of the month. This is when we get to volunteer and give back to the community and do something that just connects service with learning and education, research, and obviously providing good clinical care to the kids that we're screening. So it's been wonderful to work with Darla for so long. We're family, and doing this and having so many volunteers, I'm just super grateful for the foundation and everything that we do together.
UW Medicine has been a sponsor of ours since the very beginning. They've really understood why this was important and really followed John's lead on what we needed to do. So we've been able to rely on them for some resources and things that we hadn't been able to get before because we're a small nonprofit. So we really appreciate all the work that they've done with us also.
And Darla, just for anyone watching, if they want to get their child involved, if they want to get their child screened, how do they do that, and is it also free of charge?
Yes. We have a website, nickoftimefoundation.org. You can go right on. There's a button that says schedule a screening appointment, and they can see the dates and locations that are available. Our screenings are open to any child between the ages of 12 and 24, no matter where they go to school.
Dr. Drezner, you want to add to that?
Yeah, and if you can't make a Nick of Time heart screen, we do EKG screening and advanced heart screens at UW. So we do it at the Stadium Sports Medicine Center, and you can look that up, or UW Center for Sports Cardiology. It can't be free when we do it there, but if you can't pay for it, we also have resources to pay for it for kids on free and reduced lunch. So we want to make sure that everyone has access to this, whether it's at our center or through the Nick of Time. And so there are ways to do this, or go speak with your physician about getting a good heart screen.
Great. I think we're going to get going actually to really talk about what each of these stations do for each of these students to go through this process. So I think we're going to really start from the beginning. I'm going to have you guys kind of lead us through this. And
we'll see you later.
Yes.
To this group?
Well, my name's Eli. I'm a Ballard student. My girlfriend passed away from a heart arrhythmia, so me and her friends got together to set this up, and it's going well.
So Eli, we're going to have someone guide us through this process as you do this. Briefly introduce who you are.
Hi, I'm Sue Apodaca, Director of Operations for Nick of Time Foundation, and Eli has just got his paperwork and registered for screening, so we're going to follow Eli through the screening, and I can tell you what the stations are that he's going to. So Eli's going to go get his blood pressure taken by the local Seattle Fire Department.
Squeeze on you here. Sure you've had this done before, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Back from Christmas, huh? Back to school, back to reality. What class do you get to skip?
All of them. I'm here all day.
Oh, all right. Love it. Cruising right along. Okay, let me write it down for you. You know where to go next?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So the firefighter is marking down Eli's blood pressure on the paperwork, and Eli's going to go to the next station. Basically, the screening splits in two. There's a private girls' side and a boys' side. So Eli's going to be going over to the boys' screening area. And the next station that he'll go to is height and weight. We have local community volunteers helping out in the non-medical roles, and they'll take Eli's height and weight.
Step on the scale facing the wall, please. Awesome. All right. Here's your paperwork back. You can take that with you, and you can have a seat in that chair and follow them down the line.
So next, Eli's going to come over and have his heart listened to by a local medical volunteer.
Symptoms with any activity? Okay, great. So I'm going to listen to you standing up, then I'm going to have you lay down. So let me just have you pull your shirt up here.
So next, Eli's going to go down to all the way to the end and get a 12-lead EKG.
Yeah, I know that, but this is what I said. I'm going to ask you to get up here on your back, shirt up, okay? This will be super easy. Just going to put these stickers on both sides of the string, okay? On the left arm apart. You need to get inside of both your wrists. And that's okay. And I'm going to get into both of your ankles, okay? All right, Leroy. What year are you in school?
I'm a senior
Jenny. You got a senior. And what play any sports, Eli?
I played football.
Football. Excellent. So you having a good day today, Eli?
Yeah, I'm having a great day.
Do you feel like you're going to have to sign any autographs later on?
No, hopefully.
Put this right on top so I can reach down your ankles, okay? Can you tell us what you're doing? Just attaching the leads before we run the EKG. You ever done anything like this before, Eli?
No, I haven't.
No? No drama class or anything?
No.
Right on. You missing any class right now?
Yeah.
Which one?
The whole day.
The whole day?
Yeah, because I'm helping out here.
Really? So you're volunteering in here as well?
Yeah.
Did I see you at the very beginning of the day standing next to two gals?
Yeah.
So this
He
is,
helped set
this
this
is
up.
your friend.
Yeah.
All right, bud. We are all set. All I need you to do is just kind of have total relaxation. We're going to take a little quick 20-second power nap. This will all be over, okay? You're done. We're going to make sure this printer works out okay, and I'm going to take all this stuff out there.
Play as a left winger. What's your favorite team? Hey, you can give me multiple if you go different countries.
Okay. I really like Man City.
Wow, okay, I take that everything. Good call. I'm on the other side of Man City.
Oh, okay.
Alright, do you like City?
Obviously I like Sound.
All right. I lost a little ankle hair there, but you're going to be okay.
So after the student gets an EKG, that EKG is printed off and put with the rest of the screening paperwork. And then every student that comes through the screening will learn hands-only CPR and how to use a defibrillator. So Eli's going to get his paperwork, and we're going to go to the CPR station.
Thanks for being here. Thanks, bud.
How to do hands-on CPR right here. Are you familiar with CPR? Have you ever done it before?
I have taken class.
Okay, perfect. So you know the basics. First thing we always cover is, do you know where your AEDs are in this high school?
Yes.
All right. Perfect, yep. And so we have them on the map here too. There's one right outside the gym, and then there's one in the hallway here, and then also on your second floor. All right, so first things first, you want to find your patient, and you want to make sure that they are not responding. So you go to them, are you okay? Are you okay? And make sure that not responsive before you start initiating any CPR, anything like that. Next thing you want to do is find their sternum, and to make sure that there's other people around. So there's also two other things. You want to have somebody call 911. so the paramedics can get on their way and react to the scene. And then the second thing is you want to have somebody go and find one of those AEDs that I mentioned before. All right, and then on to the hands-on CPR, so you do know how to put your hands and that kind of thing. Yep, and then you want to make sure your power comes from your body, your hips, not just your upper body. It's hard to do on the tables here, but you find their sternum and their armpits, or about that area, and then you just take it and you press down. And our mannequins here light up so you can tell where the blood is theoretically flowing and that your CPR is active. Do you know the speed that you should be doing it at?
Not exactly. I know the rhythm.
Perfect, yeah. So this list is a couple of different songs. There's hundreds if you ever want to Google it. Staying Alive is probably the most common one. So it's 100 to 120 beats per minute. And you want to do that constantly with no breaks. Our AED will tell you once you put it on the patient, and all AEDs will tell you to stop once it's analyzing the heart for any rhythms like that. The other two scenarios you would stop in is if the person wakes up, and then this third one is if a paramedic comes to you and touches you and tells you, we're here to relieve you, and then they will swing in and do CPR. So you want to try it out on our mannequin here? All right. Perfect. Yeah, awesome. So you can see his forehead lighting up, so you're getting blood all around the body. You're going on a pretty good rhythm too. And great depth. Yeah, so one thing you want to make sure is that you bring your hands all the way up, so you let the heart return to its original position, and then when you push down, but you're doing an awesome job. Yeah. Perfect. Yep. And then if you want to look over these songs, these are You Have Hips Don't Lie by Shakira, or those Life is a Highway. So some other ones if you're not familiar with Staying Alive, just to play in your head and keep that in. And then this is a life pack, so this is a product that Stryker makes. But there's AEDs everywhere. You want to hold it, get comfortable holding it and familiar with it. They are all super user-friendly and will tell you what to do. So basically, when you open the AED, it tells you take the open the person's chest. That's step one, and then two,
all clothing from patient's
you'll want to take these pads out, and all AED pads will tell you where to put them. So you want to put one up here on the chest, and then you want to put one on the
pads
side.
to bare skin, exactly as shown in. Do not touch patient.
So when the AED is analyzing, that's one time you don't want to touch the patient, as well as when it shocks them.
Everyone clear. Do not touch patient. Delivering shock. Shock delivered.
Perfect. And then
provide
immediately after shock is delivered is when you want to return to doing
the
your
heel of one hand should be in center of chest. The other hand should be on top of
and it'll
hand.
instruct you as you go.
Push down hard, at least 2 inches.
Perfect. Sweet. Great job. Thank you so much.
So next, the students go to our doctor consult area and meet with one of our physicians to read the results. So Eli's going to share his paperwork with Dr. Drezner. Eli. Right here, bud.
Eli, how are you, man? Good to see you. I'm going to take your hand. Good to see you. All right, my name's John. Your name's Eli, right? How old are you?
17.
Perfect. Thanks for coming in and getting your heart screening. How was it so far?
Good.
Awesome. So we're going to walk through your paperwork. Just 1 second here. You said you're 17. Does that make you a senior or a junior? Awesome. Do you have plans for next year?
Yeah, I'm applying to colleges.
Oh, nice. Good. Very good. So what we do here is you already had your physical exam, and it looks like that was normal. That's great. You play any sports?
I played football.
Okay. How was that?
Good.
Yeah? When you exercise, any symptoms that you're concerned about? Any
No.
chest symptoms you're worried about? Chest pain when you exercise? Ever passed out when you exercise? Feel more shorter breath than you think you should with exercise? Feel your heart race when it shouldn't? Perfect. Awesome. That looks great. Let's take a look at your EKG or electrocardiogram. This gives us a nice look sort of at some potential electrical or structural problems with the heart that can cause problems in young persons. So let's just take a look at this real quick. Awesome. So this looks great. Totally normal. Like no problem at all. Wonderful. So your heart screen for us is great. Like totally normal. Appreciate that. What we're going to do is just fill out one more piece of paperwork, and then we'll get you out of here and go to the table in the back. Any questions about what's going on? No? Did you learn CPR and AED while you're here?
Yep.
Had you done that before?
Yeah, I have.
When was the last time that you got trained in CPR?
Probably 4 years ago.
Okay, nice. So it's good to have a little refresher
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, that's an important part here. So we try to connect all the dots, you know, in terms of that awareness for hard stuff and how to manage someone if they really are having a medical emergency like cardiac arrest. So, anyway.
What class are you headed back to?
Practice this up for you. Eli, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in today. Bring this to the table in the back with the red balloons, and you're all set. All right, perfect. Thank you.
So everything's checked out, and Eli's going to go over to the red heart table and check out. If there was a question, Dr. Drezner would send him back for an echocardiogram. Eli's going to go right here and check out with Jenny.
I'm good. How was your experience? Perfect. I'm going to give you the yellow copy of your paperwork. It's to take home and share with a parent. It says that your heart checked out normal. Help yourself to Lifesavers if you would like one. And then do you go to school here? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to write your checkout time on the paperwork in case your teacher asks where you were. And then at the end, the white poster down there, we would love for you to sign that just to say that you were here and participated today. I think it's 10:20. Close. Have a great day.
Great, Ian. I was mind if we just ask you a couple questions about your experience about that. How did it go?
It went perfect, very smooth, and everything turned out to be okay.
Your thoughts on going through this process and seeing all your classmates come out here, what does that mean to you?
I really appreciate everyone coming out here. Me and my friends worked really hard to organize this, and I love all the support, everyone coming out. We had a bunch of volunteers come out and help set this up, and I'm just very appreciative of my community.
So, could you tell us a little bit, I guess you should have started there, but how did you get involved with this, and then what's your involvement here today?
Well, a couple months ago, my girlfriend passed away from a heart arrhythmia, and that was the first experience I kind of had with this type of thing. And my friend Kaya, she reached out to the Nick of Time group, and I heard about it, and I wanted to help out and try to make this a easy thing for everyone to get done.
All the planning that went in and what you see today, what did you think when you saw this set up and everyone going through it?
I'm really happy that everything's working out and it's going smoothly. It was felt like a lot of work to get done in a short amount of time, but everything ended up working out.
Do you know if this event has been here at Ballard before?
Yeah, their first ever heart screening was actually here at Ballard, and now this is their 100th screening.
For you to be kind of take the initiative to do this 100th screening, what do you have to say about the foundation itself and being able to be here for this momentous event?
I appreciate the foundation so much. I really love what they're doing, providing something that everyone should be able to get for free. I think that it should be a more common thing with all like sports physicals and normal checkups at doctors. I think it should be something that's done for every teenager because it's the leading cause of death in high schoolers, and I think that's really it should be a more common thing.
Thanks, Ian. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. Thank you.